fresh board and fresh traction pad, you are stoked. Let's get you out in the water. But first, we'll talk you through how to install that traction pad properly on today's Express session. There are all kinds of traction pads out there, some with high kicks or low kicks, high arch bars, no arch bars at all. It's really up to you and your personal preference. But once you make that decision, this is your how-to guide on how to install the traction pad properly. All right, let's get started. First thing up, you're going to want to purchase your tail pad. Here you can see two of the same boards but with different pads. It's all about personal preference. I have the Fishbeard and the Fishbeard specific pad called the Fish Pad. It's one of my favorite, super thin, really great pad. Next up, you're going to want to clean the board. Make sure you get off all the wax, all the salt, all the dirt, the sand. You can use rubbing alcohol. Here I'm just using a clean paper towel and some water. Next up, placement. So before you stick anything down, you want to do a dry run first. I like to line up the centerpiece with the stringer and then put it as far back as I possibly can go. As a good rule of thumb, the pad should be up against the leash plug. This is probably the most important step because the further back the pad is, the further back your weight is once you stand up. This keeps your weight over your back fin, which equates to more control and more precise turns. Step 4, you're going to start with the centerpiece. So this is when you're actually applying the pad with the adhesive. I like to start with the centerpiece. That way I can keep it centered and lined up. Peel off the plastic. All right, looking good. Roll it down nice and smooth. Make sure you don't have any bubbles. After the centerpiece, you're going to want to move on to one of the side pieces. Here I'm going with the left side. Same process, peel the plastic off. And then same thing for the other side. Peel the plastic, roll it on, avoid any bubbles. Step 5, we're going to apply some pressure here. And pro tip, you can use the plastic that covered the adhesive. First, I like to use my fingers, and then I take the plastic piece and rub it across. Now, you can stand on the board, but only under 2 conditions. 1, there's something soft underneath it, and 2, you've pulled the fins out. You never want to stand on the board with the fins still in. But this will give you a good feel what the pad is going to be like under your feet. Finally, you're done. Let's go shred. That's right, you're out there, and hopefully this guide helped out just a little bit. Questions or comments, leave it below. Otherwise, we'll see you out in the water.